For rising star chef George Morrone, consistency is a key ingredient to success. As chef and part owner of Aqua in San Francisco, he's a firm believer in being consistent. As a restaurateur, as a chef, and even as a fisherman.
Fishing is my passion. It's my hobby. I don't golf. I don't skydive or anything like that. But I'm comfortable in cooking fish. It takes, a good cook to consistently cook fish correctly, and not to be overdone or how to treat it. There's a lot of different textures with fish, and a good cook needs to be sensitive to all those textures.
George Morrone has come to the Napa Valley to prepare an elegant seafood dinner for 6. As his restaurant Aqua serves only seafood, the table decor matches his affinity for things aquatic.
The dish I've chosen to do today is the Aqua crab cake. This is a signature dish at the restaurant. I've also chosen this dish to do because it's very easy to recreate at home, and it also could be done a day ahead of time.
For the Aqua crab cakes, the main ingredients are crab meat, celery, jalapeno peppers, Italian parsley, olive oil, mayonnaise, onion, chives, eggs, cayenne pepper, lemon, Dijon mustard, panko breadcrumbs, Wondra flour, basil, Roma tomatoes, garlic, shallots, balsamic vinegar, and salt and pepper. The first step in this recipe is to prepare the basil mayonnaise. To prepare the basil oil, Chef Morrone blanches 2 bunches of basil leaves in a pot of boiling water for 15 seconds. He transfers them to ice water and after squeezing the excess water out of the leaves, places them in a blender. He then adds 1 cup of olive oil and purees. He strains the liquid and reserves. Let the mixture stand overnight if possible. To make the mayonnaise for the basil mayonnaise, Chef Morrone blends 2 egg yolks and 1 whole egg in a food processor. With the machine running, he slowly adds 12 ounces of olive oil. He seasons with salt, adds 1/8 teaspoon cayenne pepper, 2 tablespoons lemon juice, 2 tablespoons Dijon mustard, and blends until the mixture is completely emulsified. He transfers the mixture to a bowl and refrigerates. To prepare the tomato salad that accompanies the crab cakes, Chef Morrone begins by coring and blanching 8 Roma tomatoes. Next, he minces 1 tablespoon garlic, finely dices 3 shallots, peels, seeds, and dices the blanched tomatoes, and cuts 6 basil leaves into a chiffonade or thin strips. He seasons with salt, adds 3 tablespoons olive oil, 3 tablespoons balsamic vinegar, and reserves. To prepare the crab cake mixture, Chef Morrone finely dices 1 stalk of celery, 1/2 medium onion, and 1 small jalapeno pepper. He sautés the celery, onions, and peppers in 2 tablespoons of olive oil until they are soft. He then strains the excess moisture and reserves, chilled. To 1 pound of lump crab meat, Chef Morrone adds 2 tablespoons chopped Italian parsley and 1 tablespoon finely minced chives. In a large mixing bowl, he combines the crab meat along with the reserved sautéed vegetables and mayonnaise mixture. He adds salt and reserves.
Crab cake is great. The way we do it makes it very special. One of the signature dishes at Aqua. I serve it at lunch. I only serve it at dinner on one of our 6 or 7 course tasting menus. People love it. It's a consistent thing. You can do it a day ahead of time, freeze it raw. You can do it the night before, cook them off in the fryer, and then when your guests arrive, just pop them in the oven and reheat them.
To prepare the breading for the crab cakes, Chef Morrone beats 4 eggs in a wide-mouthed bowl. In a deep pan filled with frying oil heated to 350 degrees, Chef Morrone quickly fries 6 large basil leaves and reserves. Next, he forms the crab mixture into cakes approximately 1 1/2 inches high and 2 inches wide. Each cake is coated with Wondra flour, dipped into the egg batter, and finally coated with panko breadcrumbs. The crab cakes are then cooked in the frying oil until a golden brown and drained on paper towels. One-half teaspoon of the basil oil and 1/2 cup of the reserved mayonnaise are then mixed together and placed in a squeeze bottle. For the final presentation, Chef Morrone dots the inner rim of a plate with the basil mayonnaise, places a mound of tomato salad in the center, and surrounds it with the basil oil. Two crab cakes are placed on top, with 1 fried basil leaf as a garnish.
The crab cake dish today is going to be paired with the fumet blanc. We've chosen the fumet blanc because the crispness and acidity will cut the richness in the shellfish very nicely.